Have you ever stared at your screen, heart racing, fingers hovering over the mouse, knowing deep down you shouldn't enter another trade, yet you do it anyway? You tell yourself it's just one more, just to make back what you lost, or perhaps because the market looks like it's finally starting to move. But we both know the truth. That isn't a trade. That's a cry for help from your nervous system. Overtrading is the most common, most destructive, and most ignored disease in the world of finance. It doesn't happen because you don't know how to read a chart. It happens because you don't know how to read yourself. Most traders believe they are rational actors. They think they are making decisions based on price action, volume, and support levels. But the reality is far darker. You are fighting a biological war against your own brain. When you lose money, your brain doesn't see a business expense, it sees a threat. It triggers the fight-or-flight response. Your prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for logic, patience, and discipline, goes offline. In its place, your amygdala takes over. It's the lizard brain, and it only cares about one thing: survival. It tells you to fight back against the market to reclaim your sense of safety. That's why you overtrade. You aren't trading the market, you're trading your ego. You're trying to prove to yourself that you're still in control, even when the market is screaming that you aren't. Think about a gambler at a roulette table. Why do they keep playing after they've lost their initial stake? It's the same psychological trap. It's the belief that the next spin will be the one that fixes everything. But in trading, there is no next spin that fixes a lack of process. There is only the next trade, which, if taken out of desperation, is almost certainly going to be a loss. Let's talk about the dopamine loop. Every time you enter a trade, your brain gets a hit. It's a rush of adrenaline, anticipation, and potential reward. Even if the trade is bad, the act of entering provides a momentary distraction from the pain of the previous loss. You are addicted to the feeling of being in the game. The silence of a flat account balance is terrifying to you because it forces you to sit with your failure. To stop overtrading, you must learn to sit in that silence. You must learn to embrace the boredom of waiting for a high-probability setup. If you can't sit on your hands for 3 hours while the market does nothing, you don't have a trading problem, you have an impulse control problem. And that is a psychological issue that no indicator or strategy will ever solve. Most traders treat their trading platform like a slot machine. They think if they pull the lever enough times, the jackpot will eventually fall out. But the market isn't a slot machine. It's a battlefield. And on the battlefield, the most dangerous person is the one who is frantic, emotional, and desperate. You need to become the sniper. The sniper doesn't shoot every time they see movement. They wait. They breathe. They watch. They might wait for days for the perfect window. And when they finally pull the trigger, it's not because they felt like it, it's because the conditions were met perfectly. That is the essence of professional trading. It is the art of doing nothing until the moment you must do everything. Why do you struggle to stop? It's because you equate being busy with being productive. In our society, we are conditioned to believe that if we work harder, we get better results. But in trading, this is a lie. Working harder in trading usually means losing more money. You cannot force the market to give you an opportunity. You cannot bend the price action to your will. When you try to force it, you are essentially gambling against the laws of probability. You are betting that your desire to make money is more important than the actual market structure. And spoiler alert, the market doesn't care about your rent payment. It doesn't care about your dream car. It doesn't care that you had a bad day. It is an indifferent machine that rewards discipline and punishes impulsivity. You need to build a stop loss for your behavior, not just your money. If you lose 2 trades in a row, you walk away. Not for 5 minutes, but for the rest of the day. Why? Because you are compromised. Your ego is bruised, your emotions are spiked, and your decision-making capacity is shot. You are no longer trading your strategy, you are trading your desire to win. And that is a losing game every single time. Realize that every trade you take when you are angry or frustrated is a tax you are paying to the market for your own inability to regulate your emotions. How much have you paid in this tax? Thousands? Tens of thousands? Imagine what you could have done with that money if you had simply walked away after that first loss. You must start tracking your revenge trades. Keep a journal, not just of your technical setups, but of your emotional state. Write down how you felt before you took that third, fourth, or fifth trade. Did you feel anxious? Did you feel like you needed it? That journal will be the mirror you need to see your own destruction. It will show you the pattern. And once you see the pattern, you can begin to break it. You must understand that discipline isn't a trait you're born with, it's a muscle you build. And like any muscle, it hurts to build it. It hurts to close your laptop when you're down. It hurts to miss a move because you weren't at your desk. But that pain is the price of admission to the elite level of trading. If you want to be part of the top 1%, you have to do what the 99% refuses to do. You have to admit that you are not bigger than the market. You have to surrender your need for constant action. You have to be okay with being wrong. And more importantly, you have to be okay with not being involved. The market will always be there tomorrow. There will always be another setup. There will always be another opportunity. But if you blow your account today because you couldn't control your impulses, there won't be a tomorrow for you. Protect your capital like your life depends on it, because in the world of professional trading, your capital is your life. It is the fuel that keeps you in the game. If you waste it on impulsive, emotional, and unnecessary trades, you are effectively burning your future. Stop looking for the Holy Grail strategy and start looking for the Holy Grail mindset. The strategy is simple. The psychology is the challenge. If you find yourself overtrading, ask yourself, am I trading for the market, or am I trading for the dopamine? Be honest. The truth will set you free, even if it hurts to admit it. You have to cultivate a sense of detachment. You are an observer, not a participant in the market's chaos. You are a scientist watching a chemical reaction. You don't interfere with the reaction, you just observe the data and act when the conditions are perfect. If the conditions aren't there, you don't act. It's that simple. But simple doesn't mean easy. It requires a constant, daily battle against your own nature. It requires you to acknowledge that the biggest enemy you will ever face in the markets is staring back at you in the mirror. You are the one who clicks the button. You are the one who ignores your stop loss. You are the one who breaks your rules. You are the one who sabotages your own potential. Stop blaming the market. Stop blaming the manipulators. Stop blaming the broker. Take full, radical responsibility for every single click of your mouse. When you do that, you shift from being a victim of the market to a master of your own destiny. You begin to see that trading is not about money, it's about character. It's about who you become in the process of dealing with the pressure. Do you become a person of discipline, or do you become a person of impulse? The choice is yours, and it's made in every single moment you spend in front of your screens. So, the next time you feel that urge, that itch to enter just one more trade, pause. Take a deep breath. Stand up. Walk away from the screen. Go outside. Get some fresh air. Remind yourself why you started this journey in the first place. You didn't start to become a slave to your emotions. You started to gain freedom. Don't let your own mind build your cage. The path to profitability is paved with the trades you didn't take. It's paved with the patience to wait for the high probability moments. It's paved with the courage to walk away when things aren't going your way. It is a lonely, difficult, and demanding path. But it is the only path that leads to the top. If you stay the course, if you refine your mind, if you learn to control your impulses, you will find a level of consistency you never thought possible. But it starts now. It starts with your next move. Will you be the master, or will you be the victim? The market doesn't care. It will keep moving, with or without you. The only thing that changes is whether you are standing on the winning side of the probability curve or the losing side of your own ego. Choose wisely. Master your psychology or the market will master you.